You know, being such a veteran hardcore gamer like myself, you can imagine I've played many different franchises with a bunch of different characters in them. You probably wonder, what's my favorite character in any video game? Well, it's quite simple. My favorite character is Captain Olimar. Now, for some of you, that may not be a big surprise knowing me because Pikmin is probably my favorite game franchise of all time. I think every game is excellent. Even Hey Pikmin has its own merits, you know? Maybe you should go ahead, go to your local Walmart, search the bargain bin and try it out. I bet you'll enjoy it. But anyway, you think though, Olimar's kind of an outlandish character for me to like. You see, you got all these other characters surrounding him. You got like Samus, who's like some bounty hunter. You got Mario, who's some fat ass fuck. You know, that's like, it's Olimar. What is Olimar? Think about it. What is he? The thing that separates Olimar from other video game characters is that he's not really that special. He's your average, ordinary Joe. He's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got a dog, he's got a boss, and he's got a job. He's a mailman, basically, a space mailman. That's all he really is. There's nothing really, like, spectacular about him. He doesn't really have any strengths. He's just like a normal average dude. That's all it's really about him. But that gives you a way to relate to him like no other person, because I doubt any of you that play Metroid are fucking bounty hunters, and I doubt any of you that play Mario are fat.
What? No way. Oh my god, let's go. Dude, what? Oh my god.
Never mind, I take that back. But Olimar is relatable. He's just a humble blue-collar worker, and that's something I could get behind. God damn it! I mean, we can just assume the events before Pikmin, his life isn't that special. He grew up, he got married, and he got a job at a shipping company. But then during Pikmin, once he's on the planet, he's almost seen as a god to the Pikmin. And that's really fascinating to me. Like at the beginning of Pikmin 1, the 3 onions that you see, that we know of, they're just idle, and they only sprout 1 seed, which either means one of 2 things. Either the species is going extinct, or it's just about to be created. And Olimar is the person that trains these Pikmin, this entire army. He teaches them how to fight, how to survive. And then by the time of Pikmin 3, they're frolicking about and fending for themselves already before the new guys even get there. It's incredible. Not only that, but you get to really understand the personality of this guy, alright? Because every single day in Pikmin 1, he writes a new journal entry. And he has feelings. He wants to go back home. He wants to see his family. And then if Pikmin get exploded by a giant bomb rock, he writes about it, and he feels really sad about it. He's just like, he has feelings, he has emotions. He's not like Mario. Mario's an emotionless husk. He does not have a personality. He's just happy, really. Arguably, you could say maybe Odyssey's Mario is he's got a little bit more personality to him, but nowhere near as much as Olimar. Olimar writes about his feelings. Mario never talks, except for yippee bing bing wahoo. And that's what's so special about Olimar, because he learns with you as you play the game for the first time. You learn what everything does, what each enemy does, what each Pikmin does, what their weaknesses and their strengths are. It's a learning experience for both you and him. It's a very special connection that no other game character can give you. It's incredible. And then even when you don't play as him in Pikmin 3, he's still a very important character, and he still talks to you through secret messages, and he leaves behind tips and tricks for new players about the Pikmin and the enemies and whatnot. And he's always there to help you. You see, and in contrast, there's a lot of games where you just play as some unstoppable force who just fucks everything up and kills everyone, and like he can't be stopped. And if you die, then it just goes back and restarts. But in Pikmin, it's completely different. Because you're fucking, first of all, you're not even an inch tall. You're like 3/4 of an inch tall. And if you lose a Pikmin, you lose a Pikmin. If you die, then you go back to the ship for the night. And whatever like you didn't get to do that day, you're fucked. and you only have 30 days to get all these 30 ship parts. So the time's always pressing, and it's not like you could just go back. I mean, you can go back, but you're a pussy if you do that, you know? Like, the hardcore Pikmin players know what I'm talking about here. I mean, all your struggles and efforts, they come together at the very end of Pikmin 1 when you take on the final trial. And it's not only you taking it on, it's Olimar as well. You're both taking it on together. Once again, this is a duo of you the player, and Olimar. Okay, this is an inseparable bond that you can have with this character. All right, and you go through and you fight the Emperor Bull Black, nasty ass thing. And then you get the piggy bank. I forgot what it's called. You get the piggy bank, and you carry it back to your ship. And then that's it. The cutscene. This cutscene plays. I'll never forget this cutscene. You just say goodbye to the Pikmin, and then they just beat the shit out of some Bulborb, because this shows you see they've learned to be independent now. They're strong, thanks to Olimar. Thanks to what he and you did. You made them all stronger. It's beautiful. And then you take off and you fly, and you gotta see, like, is your rocket ship gonna work? Is it gonna work? And then it does, and then beautiful. It's such a beautiful ending, guys.